Joining us on the phone, John Michael Montgomery. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. Thank you.
Good to have you along with us here. Where are you at today, by the way? You on the road somewhere?
Well, I just got off the road. I was on about a 19-day run out west and went through about 18 states. So I arrived home yesterday, got a few days off to mow the yard and take care of some stuff around the house, and right back out again, heading out towards you guys.
Well, according to my count, and please correct me if I'm wrong, 14 albums, 33 chart singles in your career thus far. You've done okay for yourself, John.
Oh, man, I tell you what, I've had a blessed career. There ain't no doubt about it. Come just old honky-tonker out of, central Kentucky and, being able to make a living playing music and be a part of some wonderful songs that I had back in what I call the late 1900s, back in the 90s. I had a really, really just unbelievable run there, and then, of course, we had a couple hits after the millennium, too, and it's all me and my brother Eddie, who's part of the Montgomery Gentry duo. That's all we ever dreamed of, was be able to pick and sing, for a living, and it's definitely worked out for us. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. Now, speaking of that, you guys started in a kind of a family band, I guess, right?
Yeah. My mom and dad played music every weekend. My mom played drums and sang. My dad was lead guitar player and sang, and he was the lead singer of the band too. And we had a little family band. And my brother, he ended up taking the drumming over for my mom, and we played every weekend. Somewhere when we was in high school, all my buddies were out, driving around. Chasing the girls, and I was picking and singing on the weekends, so I didn't get to date a lot, but I had a good time. And me and my brother just ended up, going right out of high school and started playing some bars and stuff around central Kentucky. And after about 8 years of doing that, I got picked up and signed in 92 and put out Life's a Dance. And then, 5 years later, in 97, him and Troy got together and put out Hillbilly Shoes. And, it's a pretty unique story, for two brothers to grow up like we did, and be able to have the success we did, doing something we love to do. We definitely don't take it for granted, I can tell you that.
1994 and into 95, 4 straight #1 songs. Is that when you knew you'd made it? Was there a particular song that you said, "Okay, I've made it now," or was it any particular time?
Well, I think when I Love the Way You Love Me went #1 off the first album, Life's a Dance. I was totally surprised that Life's a Dance was a hit. I thought maybe if I could break top 40 with it or something, that'd be cool. But it went top 5 for me, and then when we put out "Love the Way You Love Me" and it went #1, I was like, I heard Bob Kingsley say my name on the radio, and I was like, oh man, I've made it. I made it. I can't believe I got a hit record, and then of course the next album we had "I Swear" on it, and still even then though, I was thinking, man, I hope I don't get the sophomore jinx. I hope I don't. Just end up putting out 2 or 3 albums and then it's over with and all that. That's always in the back of artists' minds when they do get an opportunity like I did to be able to chart some records. Is the longevity part of it. How long is this going to last? How long is this ride going to last? When am I going to pinch myself and it's going to be over? And
right.
And I've always carried that mentality with me, and and even today, I'm out touring. People are, still love to hear me come sing the song. So, that's what I love to do. And, but I still like, when are they going to get tired of me? Hopefully never. And it's just, when you love music business like we did, it's just something you just don't want to ever give it up.
Now, you're famous for your love songs. You mentioned "I Love the Way You Love Me," and you of course, "I Can Love You Like That," and "I Swear." You're pretty well known for the fun songs, too. Grundy County Auction, "Be My Baby Tonight." If you had to pick one, is there one you prefer, the love songs or the fun songs?
Well, it's really tough, because, they're like my babies, It's like trying to ask me to pick my favorite child, and, it's just really tough to do. I tell people all the time, I wouldn't feel like my show was complete unless I sang "I Swear" and "Sold" and, "Be My Baby," and, just any of those songs, or I think, especially for the fans, I mean, they come out to hear me sing those songs. So if I left any of them out, I wouldn't blame them if they wanted their money back,
Of course, today it's all about social media. You do the Facebook thing and all of that, I imagine.
Oh, yeah. I've always been a tech nerd guy anyway. I've always loved tech stuff like that. So, when I got into, the computers back around, 2000, I really never even turned the computer on until around 2000. When I really started learning all the aspects of it and the insides of it and the outsides of it, my dad was a TV guy, so I knew how to work on a computer, but I didn't know how to turn one on. That's kind of weird. So I didn't understand the software part of it. Right. And then I started learning about the social media, and then, of course, Twitter and Facebook and all that came out. And, that really works great for artists like me who, are out there touring a lot, keeps the fans updated, and back when George Jones and people like that were doing it, when they were out touring, if they weren't cutting albums anymore, a lot of times the fans, they didn't know exactly where they were at unless they came to the local fair or
right.
And got advertised. And now, the fans can keep up with all their favorite artists, and we can keep up with and let the fans know what we're doing. And it really makes it adds another dimension, and I think adds a little fun to it too.
Sure, absolutely. Well, we encourage everybody to join you on Facebook and Twitter and your website as well. We really appreciate you spending a few minutes with us this morning, John. Look forward to seeing you.